Hi, so for the genetics disorder presentation, I'll be presenting on primary congenital hypothyroidism. The overview of this presentation includes what the thyroid is and talking about its structure and functions. Then I'll talk about the characteristics and prevalence of CH, the molecular cause of CH, as well as the mode of inheritance, and display a pedigree of CH inheritance. Last, I'll talk about the various genetic testing options that are available for people with CH. So the thyroid is a wing-like structure that is found on top of the trachea. And some of its functions include regulation of metabolic rate, heart functions, digestive functions, muscle control, brain development, mood, and bone maintenance. So you can see that the thyroid has various roles in proper functioning of the body. The prevalence of CH is 1 in 2,000 to 4,000 newborns. And there's a 2-to-1 female to male ratio, so more females are likely to have CH than not. The most common form of hypothyroidism is thyroid dysgenesis. That is a thyroid that is not fully formed and does not function properly. And it turns out that about 2 to 5% of hypothyroidism cases are inherited. So those are the cases that are inherited from parents. So the different characteristics of CH include both physical and more subjective, like qualitative qualities. So some physical qualities are large anterior fontanelle, small stature, jaundice, constipation, hypotonia, and coarse facial features, as well as macroglossia, which is an enlarged tongue, umbilical hernias, myxedema, and dry skin. It can also be seen over time that there are developmental delays as well as decreased activity, so lethargy in people who have CH. So molecular cause of CH, we can tie different molecules to the different types of CH. So with thyroid dysgenesis, the genes here are PAX8 or paired box 8 on the 2q arm, and they are responsible for the formation of tissues and organs in embryonic development. And then TSHR, which provides instructions for protein synthesis, and that those instructions allow the binding of TSH to the TSHR, and the TSH is involved in the development of thyroid gland and its various functions. In thyroid dyshormogenesis, when hormones are not properly released or regulated, the DUOX2 gene is responsible there, as well as the TSHB. So the DUOX2 gene is responsible for providing instructions to make dual oxidase 2 enzyme that is integral in TSH production. And TSHB, the mutations in it interrupt TSH synthesis and impair stimulation of hormone production. So we can see that these various genes play a role in different parts of the pathways in TSH production, leading to dyshormogenesis. So the mode of inheritance for CH is autosomal recessive. So you can see it requires 2 carriers, and there's a 1 in 4 chance that a child will be affected. So here is the pedigree for congenital hypothyroidism. So we can see that it is an autosomal recessive disorder. So these parents are both carriers. That's represented by the heterozygous genotypes that they both have. And so they have two children. This was the one I made. So they have two children who have homozygous um, genotypes, so little a, and that means they are afflicted by CH. Whereas they have two kids, one who is heterozygous and one who's actually homozygous dominant, that do not have the CH disease. So there are various options for genetic testing, and the genetic testing happens at newborn screenings, which are required. And there are about 19 different tests that can be performed to determine whether or not a child has CH. The earlier that it occurs, the better, as far as creating treatment plans and having a plan in place to prevent developmental delays or other complications from CH while the child's growing. So we see here, I split it up into the different types of tests that are available with the specific names of the test in each column. So one type is a sequence analysis of an entire coding region, while another type of test is the sequence analysis of select exons in a chromosome. They also can perform deletion and duplication analyses and analyte analyses. So there are various types of tests that can be performed to determine whether or not someone has primary congenital hypothyroidism. Thank you.